It's morphin' time!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of It's Morphin' Time podcast. The first one brought to you where we're all three together in front of the camera. Woohoo! It's the first one on the camera. I am your host with the most, the one and only, Magma Cleric.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all so much for coming through to the fans and everything else in between. Y'all already know who I am. Do I really need to? Yes, I do. I am your two-time salt throwing champion. Yes, y'all know me. I am Talos Gundam.
And don't forget where you get the salt from over there. And speaking of salt, don't forget about Salty Sanders, where we dropped the promotion because January 19th has passed. But we have a new one, which is the special Sentai Junior meal, which comes with a piece of a Megazord.
Sentai Junior
Oh,
meal?
Yeah, Sentai Junior meal.
Sentai Junior meal. All right.
Yeah. And it comes with a piece of one of the old Sentai Megazords. But you all know who I am, Eric the Wild Red Ranger, Salt Miner Extraordinaire, and the sole promoter of Salty Sanders.
Okay, so I got steal from my co-host real quick. Cause I got a special treat, and this question, this whole topic here, I want him to go in on because it was some stuff that I saw on Instagram and everything else. By the way, please follow us on Instagram at It's Morphin' Time Podcast. It's Morphin' Time channel. Please follow us. We're there. We're live. We're lit. I know I haven't really posted stuff on there. I hadn't really been doing a lot of stuff because I've been busy. But I have a lot of content that needs to go up there. In particular is this. Did you know they have 4 rumored legacy figures supposed to be coming out?
Alright, what's
These
going
four-
on in the rumor mill?
These 4 legacy figures. They have the pictures up. I thought it was just gonna be like question marks or whatever, but no, they have the pictures up. We have Titanium Ranger.
Man.
We have White Dino Ranger. We have we have the legacy Black Dino Ranger.
Yep.
And this one right here is what really kind of threw me for a full freaking loop. We have a what was it again? The legacy I'm sorry, it's on the tip of my tongue. It's right there.
Season, color, theme.
Oh, there it is. It's the legacy freaking Shadow Ranger.
Oh!
Yeah. Sorry. SPE is playing in my head, but what I was about to say was Mystic Force, so it was like,
You could have said Donnie Kruger. You could have just said police thing.
Okay.
But yeah, and see, here's like, there's been a lot of pictures posted up about those 4, and I was like, okay, well now this seems interesting, but what's really interesting to me is that from what was translated to me, this is what they come with. Titanium Ranger comes with his axe. He comes with pieces of his sword.
Okay.
And White Dino Ranger, Black Dino Ranger come with pieces to the other Dino Thunder Megazord.
Actually, I'm going to stop you right there. The Black and White Dino Thunder are coming with their special weapons. The red, yellow, and blue are the ones that make the Megazord just like the Ninja Storm did. I know about White, and you guys see him trying to stomp me, right?
No. This is what, like I said, this is from Instagram. So mind you, Instagram, like they say, especially when it comes to Toku, Power Rangers, and everything else in between of that nature, all of it is to be taken with a grain of salt because things change.
Right.
You never know what's actually coming with or what not. Like I said, it showed their toys. It showed it showed both their toys, the dinosaurs. But the one that kind of got by me was Doggy Kruger. Doggy Kruger comes with what's pictured with because it didn't show it like it showed the others. What's
Right.
pictured with him is his legacy weapon and a Zord, but the Zord is blacked out. It looks
It's
like
gonna be Legacy Shogun Megazord.
it.
Where is it at?
But see the Zord, they're saying the Zord is not from SPD, so it could be a possibility for something else. That's why I don't understand why would they throw another Zord with him of.
Right. I
You know,
gotcha.
So
he technically doesn't have a Zord.
I know he technically doesn't, but it's like, okay, because I knew what they were trying to do. Technically, what they did with these four is like, hey, these are 6th or 5th theme Rangers, you know, and they're throwing stuff with them. But it's like, for Doggy Kruger, to me, it's like, it's a reach. It's a reach because you could have did that with the rest of them. So why not do that with the rest of them, and only Doggy Kruger is the one that's getting another Zord from another era of power.
Right. Well, that could possibly be because Saban likes to do this a lot. We already know about the Black Dino Thunder. That's already been shown and that's ready to come out. White Dino Thunder, it's been shown, but it's coming out in Wave 2 along with the Black Dino Thunder. Those two are coming out in the second wave with, I do believe it's going to be Zeo Yellow and Zeo Blue, Zeo Yellow and Zeo Pink to complete the Zeo team legacy figures, along with Yellow Dino Ranger, because Blue Dino and Red Dino are already out. So that's going to complete the second wave of this legacy line for the figures. Titanium is a surprise to me. I didn't think they would be bringing out Titanium. I know they have him in the legacy pack, but he's a 5-inch figure in that. And that's not considered legacy line. That's just the legendary pack. Because I totally said that wrong. The other one is with Doggy Kruger. I can see him because rumor has it that the Rangers that are getting in the Psycho Rangers, because that's the next line that's coming after this line finish. After the Dino Thunder and the Zeo Rangers finish up, we're getting the Psycho Rangers, which again, first time ever having them in a toy line ever, is coming out. And I think the rumor is that SPD is going to be the other team with the Psycho Rangers. So it'll probably be, since Psycho Rangers will be their first time, it'll probably be 3 Psycho Rangers to start off with, and 2, and then the next wave will be the last 2 Psycho Rangers and 3 of the SPD Rangers. Now, Doggy Kruger has been rumored as a legacy figure for a long time. Go back and watch Bruno and Mia's channel, MMPR Toys, when they actually went to Saban's headquarters and they did a little tour and stuff behind there, and they were actually working on legacy stuff. And again, Bruno asked them, "Where's Legacy Shogun?" Which I'm right there with you, Bruno. Where's Legacy Shogun? You know, where he be at? So yeah, I'm really interested. Titanium is the one that caught me off guard. Out of all 4 of these questions, I would really look forward to Titanium, but I know he's most likely just gonna be a standalone 6 Ranger, because all 6 Ranger figures in the Legacy line are not getting build-apart figures. They're only getting the specially made weapons.
Okay, cool. Like I said, I mean, like, to me, you know, and once again, I love Instagram for this, because Instagram really, when they put out stuff, especially when it comes to Power Rangers and Kamen Rider, like, they don't hold back on they don't hold back on their leaks. Another thing I wanted to bring up from Instagram, as you guys know, Jason David Frank, Tommy, he went ahead and took over the full role of Lord Draken. He took that over. Okay, so a fan out there decided, hey, I'm gonna do a outfit based on this. I'm gonna do a full, Lord Draken outfit. Well, still a rumor. Rumor has it, Saban actually got in touch, and I actually looked under his comments, and you see it says official _Saban _ toys, and I don't know if that's the official one or not, but they commented, and you can see clearly where they're saying, hey, can you do something for us? And the man posted it maybe a week or two later. Excuse me. He did a white and a green outfit. I believe it's going to be sent for JDF, but he did a white and green outfit where if you see the helmet and everything else, it's like they're flaming full. It's like out. It's like out there. It's like legit awesomeness. It's legit awesomeness. And apparently, but the reason why I brought this up is because apparently they're getting this guy along with a couple of others to work on the next suits for the next series of Power Rangers after Ninja Steel.
Well, Super right now, but whatever is going to get adapted.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're saying we might have some different suit designs?
So we might have a different suit design that's coming up.
Okay, that's interesting.
That is. That kind of brings up questions like...
Because if they go with Kyuranger, like they plan on going, I really don't like the designs. I really don't. Until he gets the Orion, I really don't like the designs of those Rangers.
Yeah, I like those designs. I mean, it's definitely something different. I mean, not often you get Power Rangers who actually have armor on them.
It stands out too much. It clashes and it makes them feel. I don't
You feel like they're too showy?
Yeah.
I mean, they can be, but we haven't had showy in a while now, honestly.
Right.
True. I mean, we haven't had showy from Power Rangers in a while.
Unless they, in Super Ninja still, they adapt the whole, we are the showy ninjas from the ninja.
I mean, they could.
Please don't adopt that.
Please don't.
Well, please don't. That was an embarrassment.
We got 20 episodes to find out, so.
Speaking of Lord Draken, thank you for bringing him up and the whole ordeal with Tommy and stuff. If you are going to the Power Morphicon, Power Morphicon over in California, I have to give a round of applause to you. You guys will be getting a legacy version of Lord Draken.
Yeah.
With the sword and everything.
Yeah, there's a legacy version of Lord Draken coming out.
I
was going to save that to the end, and I was going to ask you, had you heard? But yes, DragonCon fans, I do apologize. However, DragonCon fans, because you don't get the figure, you actually get to see the whole legacy outfit.
Oh,
yeah, we get to see the legacy helmet, armor, and all. So that will be on display for DragonCon this year. I'm going to take a picture. I'm sorry, I'm taking a picture. I'm going to be standing next to it, and I'm taking a picture. I don't care.
Unless you're, unless you go to the dozens of cosplayers there. But no, the legacy stuff, holy shit, that's going to be awesome. We got a legacy suit coming out. We got the legacy figure.
The figure is what I really wanted, but...
And you can still get the figure if you buy a non-showing ticket. Like if you can't show up, you can buy a ticket and they'll mail you all the stuff that you would have got if you would have been able to show up. and that includes a Lord Draken figure. Looks like my Tommy collection is going to grow. I mean,
cluttered enough. Come on.
I mean, how I've already got White Ranger Legacy and Green. I just got Green Ranger Legacy figure in.
Yeah.
Just a few days ago. Holy shit!
Evil sword and all.
I will. Toy review is gonna come out with that on the Magma Clay production show.
I want y'all to know I'm still in it. I'll be to this house. I'm still in it.
It comes with the Sword of Darkness and it's the freaking belt.
He don't realize he keep talking. I'm gonna steal it. I'm thieving it. It's coming to the hangar, folks.
You do that, you have a fate worse than a rider kick.
It's coming to the hangar, folks. Y'all gonna see it pristine. It's gonna be. It's not even coming out the box. It's gonna be pristine.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Sealed.
The box already.
So
yeah, worse than rider.
Speaking of things worse than rider kicks, we'll lead into Talos's other topic. Speaking of rider kicks.
Oh yeah. Guys, gals, and everything else in between. You all have hit me up. You hit me up constantly since I've been going on my channel doing stuff. Y'all have talked to me. So here's me talking back. Okay. What makes a character OP? For those of you who don't know what OP is, it's overpowered. I know nowadays folks see a lot of different characters. Especially, in fact, I'm gonna go through the main ones that you really see that you know is overpowered. Superman Prime, Superboy Prime. You see these godlike characters. Okay.
Dr. Manhattan.
What makes these characters overpowered? And no, I'm not talking about their abilities and everything else. No. What I mean by what makes them overpowered, is it us as fans, or is it us as creators? Because some people say it's the creators. And I agree a little bit because, yeah, they write them in as these uberly broken, characters with the skill sheet of feats. Like you just said, okay, you know what? I'm going to roll this die. Oh, look, you just caught nat 20s all day for every skill set in the world.
But on the flip side, I mean, the fans are just as much easy to blame because we're the ones eating it up.
Yeah,
I mean, we love Superman, and he's overpowered, but if he gets defeated, then just like, well, what
and
now?
Don't get me wrong, it doesn't just translate in comics, it translates everywhere. And the reason why I brought this up here is because you have it, as we've all talked about, who's stronger, what's stronger, this, that, and the third. Okay. Last time that we talked about, it was a question asked about the writers. Do I think the writers could beat kaiju class monsters? And I told you, yeah, because of the writer kick. It's end all be all. It's in the class of end all be all of ability, skills, and everything else.
Unless you're another common writer.
That. But it also translates over into Power Rangers and Super Sentai. Sorry, Saban, y'all have made some broken stuff. Case in point, Tommy. Y'all made him, and I'm sorry, you made the White Ranger. The White Ranger wasn't broken in Super Sentai. The White Ranger did not become broken until he became Americanized.
No, he was just a perverted kid going around trying to grab Pink Ranger's ass and boobs.
I mean, he was, but he didn't become broken until he became an American. Then he became this legendary master of martial arts who cannot be touched, has a sword that literally is so mythical it fights by itself beside him, has a Zord that can outspeed, supposedly at the current time, the fastest Zord ever, which was the Thunder Megazord. It outspeeds it. Like, you basically made an uber tier character.
And to add to this, he was not part of the season that got their base destroyed, because he got out of Turbo before the base got destroyed, and he came back as the Black Dino Ranger.
Yeah.
Hey, please don't surprise us with having Turbo be the next Legacy line that joins with Psycho Rangers. Keep the trend of having an older series with a somewhat newer series.
I mean, Turbo might, but at the same time, though, you know, like I said, this brings this up because not only that, going back to Tommy, and I love Tommy, but you made him even more uberly broken. Zeo. Which, by all American standards, still hasn't ended because you didn't give it an ending.
Yeah, we went straight to Turbo. Never properly ended.
We're not getting into that because my rage is starting to build with that shit.
No, hold on. Then it gets even worse. Leaving Tom. You did now go into Lightspeed Rescue. Woo! You didn't go to Lightspeed Rescue, and all I have to say is choo-choo, motherfucker. Like, you building, it even goes, like I said, it translated over into Zords. Then you got Mystic Force. Magic is might. Manticore Megazord did not even get destroyed. Manticore Megazord beat everything it touched. Like, you legit, you were
that Dragozord in the Megazord tournament.
I'm just saying, but it's like you beaten, like you've made things so overly broken. And at the same time, though, as a creator, we understand you're just making it, you know, so that way the fans have something good to watch and look at. But fans, y'all put them on this pedestal once again. Y'all do. Going even further, case in point, Doggy Kruger, the whole beating 100 enemy episode when he first entered, that basically showcased I can't be touched, I can't be beat.
Technically, Sentai did that first.
They did, but
because Sentai's Doggy Kruger, they actually had a little meter at the bottom of the TV
and just counted.
And just counted down from 100 to 0, and he just chink. All right, they're dead. I didn't even have to morph really.
Like, yeah. So it was like, it's like y'all doing, like y'all making these uberly tiered characters, and you're expecting your fans, well, you're expecting the creators not to be said, oh yeah, you made a god class character. Why did you make a god class character? Like, every Power Rangers has had a god class character. It can be said, every Power Rangers had a god class character.
True. And with me, with like overpowering, both flows on both Saban's side and Toei's side.
Yeah.
Super Sentai and Power Rangers. Especially like on Power Rangers, they get to the point where how are they getting beat at all until the final boss shows up and he's like, okay, you know, I've had enough of your shit. And they get beat, but like the next episode to back up at it, they get beat again. Next episode, if they do a 3-parter, they beat them and with some magical means of
we got new forms, so we got new weapons.
Yeah, being overpowered. And then on the Sentai side, you have the most broken thing I could think of. You have these 5 humans, aliens, people from a different time, or
whatever the
from
team's made of.
Yeah, whatever they're made of. 9 times out of 10 are worshiping a giant mecha. Because that giant mecha is a fucking god. No, not in like literal, not like, oh, he's so powerful, he might as well be god. No, this dude, this mecha is a fucking god. Or better yet, a king. And then you have the ones that are king gods. Like a god king. Really?
These 5 people have no reason to be working with
Coming back to Saban though, I'm gonna tell you something. Here's where you start to really get into the whole uber tier class. You know, I understand you wanted to be different, you wanted to be everything else, but one thing you shouldn't have brought over from Toei was the 6th Ranger. Oh, you had them down pat for a while. You know, they were kind of watered down somewhat, maybe just a tad bit. But Saban, where you uberly started to get broken at, Lightspeed Rescue.
I knew you were going to go there.
Titanium Ranger is broken.
Excuse you.
Titanium Ranger is broken.
They've been broke. The Six Rangers has been broke since Jason motherfucking Frank came into this picture and said, I'm here to fuck bitches and mess shit up. And I'm all out of bitches. Okay? And he went ham on every single body.
He did. But like I said, you cannot deny.
I'm not gonna deny.
When it got to Titanium Ranger, woo that ass! He whooping that ass! And even worse still, folks, when it got to what we call the Carter Grayson's School of Badassery.
I'm a man.
You know, when we got there, that's when you know things were getting way beyond overpowered.
Yes, it was. Holy
And I say
cow.
this to say this, and I'm gonna ask my co-host the question. Do y'all feel that overpowered should be in these series, or do you feel like that's just way beyond too much?
Yes.
You feel like it should be?
I feel like it should be. It progresses the character. Two, you have to have your ranges to that point where they can get cocky and then have somebody even stronger knock them down.
Like, hey, you beat that general. Fuck off. Boom.
Yeah. You know, you guys beat 5 generals in a row because you guys got this new transformation and stuff. You guys think you're hot shit. Here's a new general. Fucking wipes the floor with them. And then they're like, all that cocky attitude, the whole 9 yards, that's done and over with. We got a 3-part episode
Basically,
coming up.
Rita to Lord's Dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, because they were stopping ass with Rita towards the end, and then Lord said, alright, I've had enough of this bullshit. Looks like I took...
Fuck your Zords.
Yeah, looks like I took your fucking Zords, didn't it? Yeah, bitch.
Okay.
So what about you?
I basically agree with what you said. They overpowering should be in there, but there should be a progression. There should always be something tougher. Yeah,
Okay.
Don't start them out that way. Just progression of power.
Right.
For me, I feel like, in some sense, on the American side, because we don't have Kamen Riders, we don't have the other stuff like Ultraman and stuff like that really over here, I say leave it because it does teach the Rangers a lesson. However, Toei, and this comes back to the questions that we were asked before, here's my thing. And this goes out to all tokus everywhere around the world. There is no way on God's green earth that a man in a suit is more powerful than a Gundam. There's no way that you're telling me a Gundam cannot stand up to a kaiju, which is Toku by the way, but a rider can wipe the floor with King Lizard, King of Destruction himself. No. You've thrown logic out the window. I'm just gonna be real with you. You've thrown logic out the window. Especially when you say
listen, when we built the house, logic was nowhere near the house, okay?
Especially when you say that a kaiju with atomic breath, because if you guys look up on YouTube, there's a description about the atomic breath. That's what makes the kaiju stronger than Rangers.
Which is bullshit.
You're telling me that the atomic breath theory makes it where the Rangers cannot stay in their mechs, cannot stay in their Zords, because it would literally just melt through and kill them all.
Bullshit.
That's bull, because Daijujin is a goddamn god.
And we also have
Daijujin is a god. We're going to say this one more time. Daijujin is a god.
And so is Animus on Wild Force.
Yeah. So on top of all that, I mean, I love kaiju. Don't get me wrong, but with Power Rangers, guess what they do? Yeah, they fight miniature kaiju. go, that's an actual kaiju. I know something that will fight your ass.
Super train! You stomping!
And we stomped them like Mario stomps Goombas.
We do kaiju superpower now.
Exactly. Speaking of kaiju, this actually leads into the fan topic that was asked. They wanted, he did want us to ask this for a topic, because I went on the Ranger board and asked if anybody had any topics they wanted to throw out, and he came out. He wants to know what our thoughts are on the new Godzilla Netflix cartoon show.
Right now, I haven't watched it.
I've done a review. Please go hit youtube.com/Talos Gundam. I watched it. I gave it a high review, but I'll say a little short synopsis again. Let me tell you guys something. That was King of Destruction himself. No, we're not talking about the first one that you'll probably end up seeing. Spoiler. I'm going to give you a chance to leave now. 3, 2, 1. If you're still here, that means you've watched it. The first one? No, that's Godzilla Jr. Made mad, mean, and just grew up a little bit. The one at the end?
And it's the Godzilla planet.
That is king of all monsters. He ain't playing. When he can swipe his tail and destroy a whole fleet like it's nothing, like they're paper being cut by fucking butter. Let me tell you something. That is death itself. That's death incarnate. And I'm going to say it like it is for all my fans out there. First and foremost, that Godzilla, that one, that's the one I put money on versus anything. Anything else, Toku, I put my money on it. Reason being, as a kaiju head, that one is what happens. Is truly what happens when you let fans and the creators get together and say, hey, what would legit happen to Godzilla if he was just to not be destroyed, age? That's him aging. So tell me, what y'all think? What do y'all think?
Okay,
Before we even say anything about who would beat what y'all think?
So Eric didn't watch.
No, because I don't have the internet, and I'm busy watching other stuff too.
But I got to watch it. The story is okay. The animation
As y'all
is
see
awful.
Toxic in the background.
The animation is awful. To me, it gave me a full-on, outright headache while watching this show. The animation is straight up ugly. Godzilla, yeah, that's awesome. I love Godzilla. I would love to have seen more of Godzilla and less focused on the people. To me, it was almost too heavy of a focus on the people itself and not Godzilla, who the main title character is. So I would have liked to have more Godzilla time and less time worrying about these people who are eventually going to die because Godzilla is going to stomp them out. This quite possibly could be the biggest Godzilla until another movie's made, because everybody tops everybody. Because most of the time, a director of a Godzilla movie normally doesn't stay on to do another one. Or whatever.
that's pretty true.
So it's basically, if they don't use the suit from the last movie, they'll make another one, and he's even bigger than before.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
So I had to give it like a 2 out of 5.
I gave it.
This is gonna be a trilogy, right?
Yeah, this is gonna be a trilogy. It's gonna be a 3-part series. For this part 1, I gave it a 3 out of 5, and the reason being because 1, I love the style, but like you said, it focused too much on the human beings.
Mm-hmm.
But I like that it gave them some story development because usually it doesn't.
You had 2 alien races
come to Earth. Now, the other reason why I gave it a 3 out of 5 is because of the short scene that they showed us with Mechagodzilla. I do not like how Mechagodzilla looks right now.
Mm.
And if he stays that way, honestly, I'm not going to like it. I'm not going to like Mechagodzilla. Because Mechagodzilla is... Yeah. Mechagodzilla is one, like...
He wasn't finished yet, though.
At the time, they say he was. They say he was...
He wasn't activated. And Godzilla destroyed it before.
True.
It wouldn't even turn on.
Yeah, that's true.
But I say I really want them to bring more kaiju in. Not the Godzilla wyverns. I want more kaiju. Excuse me. Show me Rodan, King Ghidorah. You know, bring them in. Bring them in because they're here, and I know they're here.
They said that the planet has become more like Godzilla. That's why everything basically has Godzilla cells and everything. That's why the plants and stuff were so strong. And big.
Yeah, I know.
So that's why. So if the other kaiju, he did probably kill them, or if they are here, they adapted, got bigger like he did.
Yeah, they got bigger like he did.
And now they got his DNA.
Which is why, like I said, I would really love to see that, and I hope they do. Because I want to see him, I want to see Planet. I want to see him go against his old foes. I want to see him go against some of his friends. I want to see him,
The one kaiju I want to see him go up against, because he's on Earth, big planet and everything, the one that's actually radiated with Godzilla cells, Biolante, the plant monster.
Basically his sister.
yeah.
The plant monster.
I would assume she would be there. I would assume Biolante would be there.
Because every time she dies, she comes back to life in a bigger,
Yeah.
powerful form.
And
Her second
it's,
form was basically made to look more like Godzilla.
yeah, until she basically evolved into the big, giant, hulking looking mountain with just a mouth at the end of it.
Okay,
Because
so
they couldn't move at the time.
I was done talking about kaiju.
Yes.
Because we've been going on way too long. We've brought this up way too many times.
Thank you for
Look,
your,
I understand, but it's just like I said, I want to kill this topic because like a lot of people have been bringing it up and they know how we feel about it,
right,
and everything else, and I just wanted to voice this out there. So like I said, if Spawn, Toy, if y'all see this, I want y'all to understand, we love you, but y'all writing this stuff and y'all put stats where they are due.
We need
This
power
is why,
scaling here.
this is why I brought the topic about overpowered stuff.
I mean, this Godzilla is categorized as the biggest Godzilla in history.
Yeah.
as I said,
He's 300.
so far,
Yeah, he's 300 meters.
until a new director makes another movie, and his Godzilla is going to be bigger than the previous Godzilla.
But he's 300 meters, but he's not even all the way standing up.
Right.
Yeah. So
He might be like 300.
Right.
400 or 500.
So what's our next topic here?
Alright, so,
I got one more thing.
okay.
The fact that you had 2 alien races come to Earth and say, "Hey, they're both the alien races are humanoid, they look human." He's like, "Hey, we're gonna come help you guys out," and then you take 3 different technologies from 3 different planets,
Right.
you put it all together, and you still can't beat Godzilla.
that's
how overpowered and broken they made him.
That's
bad.
true.
Yeah.
That is true.
And he wasn't even the big giant motherfucker before they even.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. But yeah. Enough overpowered.
So,
enough of the kaiju.
Our next topic is something that I wanted to talk about, and then we're gonna move on to. I'm gonna reveal who I got coming into the Megazord tournament. You guys can reveal it. if you guys want to. But I will reveal my team after this topic, and then. So yeah, the next topic is what was the best what theme truly fit a Power Ranger, what theme song truly fit the Power Ranger season for that season, and do we need to go back to having theme songs? Because I know Ninja still did, and Dino Charge really brought it back, and Ninja still is keeping it. But like a little bit before then, opening songs didn't really tell you what this team's about, how normal teams were. And I'll go first. The theme to me, the opening song to me that really catches on with the season is Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. Okay, so the Earth is in danger. We,
Lightspeed Rescue's
yeah, we need a team, a Lightspeed Rescue. I mean, the lyrics fit this team. This team is a rescue team. The Earth is endangered. Demons have come back. There's an evil Queen Bashira. She's come back. So yeah, it's really down to the wire, and Earth could be in catastrophic danger. We need Lightspeed Rescue. So yeah, mine would be Lightspeed Rescue, and I do think that we need to have more opening songs as the newer seasons come out to that have lyrics that describe what's going on in the season, what we can expect from these Power Rangers.
I'm gonna go next.
Alright.
For me, I have two themes that really fit that I love the most. First and foremost is the Zeo theme, and
Ooh, yes.
the second one is the Lost Galaxy theme.
Mm.
Those two are my top two favorites. Like I said, I always go back and watch them on Netflix. I always pick them up. But I do agree that the theme should go back to being this way. Not because of what they were telling, but because the themes are what made people want to watch.
Right.
Same thing with stuff like Voltron and stuff like that. Back in the days, back in the 80s, well, from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, the theme song is what made a child or an adult watch the show. It hooked them.
Yes.
It's what really brought them, because when they sat there in the theme and they listened to the theme, they watched it, they watched that opening, they were right there immersed. They were like, okay, yeah, I love this. I get behind it. I watch this whole season.
Right.
Nowadays, especially even coming up with, when it was, like I said, coming back in RPM and Overdrive, you lost people. I'm not even gonna front you. Last thing that kind of was really good was I'm gonna say Mystic Force. Even with the rapping, it still kept them. When you got to when you got the Samurai and stuff like that, it started dropping off.
Yeah. They used too much of the they
used
used too much of the go Power Rangers.
Yeah, like I loved it. I'm saying that's why it's like it just started dropping off.
Samurai and Megaforce. If you really want to look at a theme song that used the Go Power Rangers little tune really well, go watch Dino Charge's theme song.
Yeah.
Because they didn't overuse. Because like in Samurai and Megaforce, it was always Go Power Rangers, Samurai, together forever, yeah.
Like Megaforce, like, okay, well, I'm gonna tell you now, Megaforce and Super Megaforce kind of took it just a tad bit off, where it was, if they would have kept to the difference of it, where, like, for the opener, where it was like, God, Force, when you started with that opening, it was alright until you got back into it and you got repetitions.
Got back to the Go.
Yeah, once you got back to the Go Power Rangers, it was.
Yeah. What about you, Eric? What theme song truly fits that?
Kind of going through like my memories of seasons I've watched. I have to go with Jungle Fury.
Yeah.
Because not only does it tell you in the lyrics what it's kind of about, training to be Daishi, but you also get just the tone of, you also get the theme itself, which is a jungle theme.
That is true. That is true. I do like the upbeat of that theme song.
Yeah. That's really all I got.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't have much to say about it because I didn't have a lot of time to really think about it.
I mean, like, I like that. I really do. I feel like things really should come back. Good things.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
You know, like, stuff that bands can do covers for. Not just, you know...
Doing a podcast, Ninja Steel.
You know, like, stuff like that, I can't stand.
Yes, it's awesome.
Like, but you know, like, I mean, it's where a good thing means the show is going to be enjoyable. I feel like the show will be really, really enjoyable.
Right.
Yeah. A bad thing, kind of. But speaking of, before you bring your team out, here's a little quick question for you guys.
All of us.
Oh wait! I got one thing before we go on. I just want to say, whoever you are, I don't remember your name. I am terribly sorry. I'm horrible with names. But you are on Books A Million's High Five page, the one that the employees can see, which means you got great customer service. I just want to give you a shout out, Mr. Person who is in Texas, for wearing our shirt to work.
Wait, really?
He has our shirt on. He has this shirt on.
Congrats! Thank you!
Thank you.
Thank
good
you.
Sir.
Thank you!
Thank you.
Well, I got some glad I wore this so we can show it off.
Right.
Thank you! Thank you so much.
Speaking of, someone should have worn their other Power Ranger shirt.
No, 'cause I'm saving mine for March Madness.
All right. Good.
I'm saving both of mine for March Madness.
So what was you about to say?
Okay, so here's the question. And this one right here really and truly was something I wanted to ask. I didn't feel like asking late. This was something that was brought to me yesterday, honestly. And it was asked, hey, as a Power Ranger fan, do you feel like, since we're on the subject of themes, not the theme music, do you feel like the themes that Saban brought over, do you feel like they were worth watching? Like, and what I mean by the theme, I'm talking about like the themes that the Power Rangers are based on. Yeah, like, do you feel like how the martial arts theme, because this was what was talked about. In particular, the treasure hunting theme, I think it was of Overdrive. Yeah, treasure hunting theme of Overdrive, the kind of like the racing theme of RPM,
and Turbo.
But they really didn't care about Turbo. They were like, it's just more so cars for Turbo than...
Yeah.
But, and both of the space themes, you know, In Space and Lost Galaxy.
Lost Galaxy.
Do y'all feel like, in particular, they were worth watching? Because this person here was like, for In Space, no. He felt like In Space... And
what the hell is wrong with them?
No, he felt like the In Space thing. He was like Lost Galaxy. Yeah, sure. He was like the In Space thing. He was like, it was half-assed.
No, it wasn't. It was the perfect setting. They had technology-based morphers. Okay, the little they could type in 335 or 558 and summon something for them. You know what? It was a lot better than the Super Sentai, which was based on a fucking video game, okay? Alright, so you have In Space. You have a fucking spaceship, the Astro Megazord, okay? You have the fucking space gliders. The fucking space gliders, okay?
He felt like they didn't really do enough. He felt like they didn't do enough for the space thing.
What are you talking about? Suits look like...
He was like, it's not about like, I'm gonna tell you what he didn't like. What he didn't like was reason why he said space, that he was like, okay, you're here in America. You have NASA, you have all these space type things. Why couldn't you have done a better job with the ship? Why couldn't you have done a better job? Like, I know you went to, Toku, Toei and got this stuff, but at the same time, why couldn't you have done a better job with the theme of, okay, hey, look, why isn't there a space station up there? Why isn't there, he was like, that's the reason why he was like, I love Lost Galaxy. They did the space theme and they went to another freaking galaxy in space. Oh, you're
yeah.
right here.
Let me tell you about that. Let's have a sword in stone, King Arthur type, but we're putting it in fucking space. Okay.
Now he agrees with you with that. Because it was like he didn't like the whole sword and stone thing. He was like,
I didn't say I didn't like it, but with him complaining about in space is a disgrace, sir. Is a disgrace. I will disgrace this fan hardcore because, okay, one, they had to go up in space at NASDAQ, the NASA.
Nasada.
The version of NASA for Power Rangers, right?
No.
They had to take a space shuttle. This space shuttle is the fucking Megazord's head. That's like saying, oh, well, Star Trek spaceships and stuff, they need to be more realistic. That doesn't really look like... Get the hell out of here! This is a sci-fi fantasy genre right here. Okay, you have a kick-ass looking spaceship, the Astro Megazord, which is not the only round spaceship that has ever been on space-themed stuff.
In science fiction.
Alright, then on the other one is you have the the Delta Megazord, which looks more like a fucking spaceship than anything else, good sir. And then
He hated the Astro Megazord. He like,
oh hell no!